What's going on, everybody? You guessed it, it is your boy Trey Sense, and listen, it is that time of the week again. It is time for the weekly fragrance review, and I got one little twist this week, one little surprise. I have a new addition to the collection, and it ain't Bobby Brown, it ain't Ronnie, Ricky, Johnny, none of them. It's from Perry Ellis. So if you want to know about it, meet me on the other side of this intro, and we're going to get right into it. Come on, I'll see you in just a sec. What's going on? It is your boy Trey Sense, and you already know why you're here. You're here to see what fragrances I wore during the week. Now, I ain't got a lot of battery life, so I'm gonna get right to it. Oh, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, you ready? Let's get it. Sunday, it was a fairly cool day, and I just picked this one up. I couldn't wait to wear it. I wore from the house of Milestone, from the Velvet collection. It is Desert Oud, and this one is just what you think it is. Oud. Nice, smooth oud. For the $15 that I paid for this fragrance, I think it's nice. Now, I know in the Middle East they wear oud in the high heat, so I don't see why it wouldn't work in the high heat. Here, I like to wear my oud fragrances when it's a little bit cooler, a little bit damper outside. To me, they just fit my mood more that way. I just like them. I like them in cooler weather. Now, oud, that's what you get. Oud, that's what you get. A nice, clean oud. Maybe just a hint of vetiver in there as well. Maybe that's what's cleaning up the oud a little bit. But nonetheless, from the house of Milestone, this was my Sunday work fragrance or day fragrance, and it is from the house of Milestone. From their Velvet collection, it is Desert Oud, and this is a good one, and one I will be definitely picking up more from that collection, more from that house, from the Milestone house. It's a good fragrance. I can't stress enough how good that fragrance is. Okay, Monday, I had lunch with a friend before I went to work, and what did I wear? I just got it in, couldn't wait to wear it. From the house of Polo, it is Ralph's Club, and this is just, again, I touched, oh man, that smells good. It's blue, but it's just so casual, but at the same time dressy, if that makes any sense. It's just got a nice scent profile to it. It's not too much. It's a little bit more than what you would consider a dumb reach fragrance, but it just comes across as, hey, I'm confident in who I am, and I'm not trying too hard. If you're looking for, again, if you're looking for a daily driver fragrance, give Ralph Club's EDP a try. Now, they just came out with the Parfum collection, or the Parfum edition, but this is just nice. This is just nice. Great release from the house of Polo. I like this one. I like it a lot. Ralph Club, and that is a Parfum concentration, and they just released the Parfum, so that's a good one. Again, that fragrance is just nice, clean, classy, elegant. It comes across, as I just stated, like you're not trying too hard to smell good. Very confident fragrance, but at the same time, it's a quiet confidence. It doesn't come across like you're trying to take over the room, but anybody that you come in contact with is going to think that fragrance smells good. Trust me. That's what I wore to lunch, and what I wore to work that night is one of the most underrated, overlooked fragrances in all of my collection. And this was a gift from Mr. Lester Eccles, and it is Guess Red. Guess Seduction Red, or Seductive Red, whichever. And I have to tell you about this one. This one, if you've smelled anything from the Guess line in this particular bottle, whether it's Seduction or Seduction Blue, Red falls right along in there with it. It's got that same sexy gourmand type of scent, but it's just good. All three of those fragrances are really, really good. This one has a little bit more sweetness in the undertone of it. Again, almost like when you see this bottle, that red and gold bottle, of course you think about the San Francisco 49ers, or at least I do, but I also think about another fragrance with a bottle similar to this color, and that's Baccarat Rouge 540. And now that I just sit here and smell it, definitely pick up some similarities between it. But that is Guess Red. This one lasted the entire shift that I worked, which was 5 hours. And then, I spray it on probably before I get out of the car, which is about 5:30. So from 5:30 to 12:30, that's, about 6 hours. And it lasted well throughout that shift. From the house of Guess, it is Guess Seduction Red. Seduction, seductive, one of the two. I'm pretty sure it's seduction. And that was my scent of the evening, Monday, which takes us to Tuesday. Tuesday, it was a little bit cold. It wasn't freezing cold, but it was cold. And I just was in an old school nostalgic mode, so I wanted to go with something old school and nostalgic. So I did. From the house of Paul Sebastian. It is Paul Sebastian's Fine Cologne. And this is just a Fougere barbershop, old school masculine fragrance. And this definitely lasted throughout the 6 hours, the 5.5 to 6 hours that I was away from the bottle. And yeah, it doesn't take a lot for this. Normally I don't wear this unless it's extremely cold outside and I'm going to put on a sweater. But I was just in the mood for it. Took advantage of it, and I'm glad I did. Great smelling fragrance. I didn't get any compliments or anything like that, but that happens sometimes. But nonetheless, Paul Sebastian Fine Cologne. This is, if you're looking for a barbershop Fougere type of scent that just smells clean, classic, masculine, and good, give this a try. Paul Sebastian Fine Cologne. I think you will like that one. I think you will like it a lot. I do. I love it. That's what I wore. What day was that? That would be Tuesday, I'm assuming. That would be Tuesday. Wednesday, again, another dreary kind of day, and I wanted to wear something that, just to me set the mood and went with that tone. I went with, from the House of Eternity, it is Eternity Parfum from the House of Calvin Klein. And again, this one, dark, rich, slightly green. I'll give myself a little spritz to remind myself here. It's not as bright and green as the original Eternity. It's more dark, rich, and more earthy. That smells really good though. I mean, you see that green juice, that's what, see how that juice looks? That's what it smells like. I mean, that's a perfect indication. It just smells so dark, rich, and earthy. I think for the price point on this one, which is mid-30s, I think you get a banger of a fragrance for that. Now, it's not the best performing fragrance. It's not the strongest. It's not, again, it's not going to be one of those fragrances that is super mass appealing. This is one that you're going to have to wear for yourself and enjoy the scent profile, which I do. It reminds me of a fragrance from the House of Amouage. Just how you know how Amouage is great at capturing that dirty earthiness in some of their fragrances. This one, I think, goes right along with that. It just smells like you've been outside all day in the fall. That's what it reminds me of, which I'm not brushing the year away by any means, any stretch of the imagination, but it is nothing like a damp fall evening when the temperatures are cool and it's 55, 60 degrees outside and it's just dreary, maybe a little rain, and you smell the leaves and the wetness and the earth. That's beautiful to me. That's beautiful to me. I love it. And that's what this fragrance reminds me of, just a dark, damp, rich. I'm gonna need that fragrance that just fell. Anyway, the show must go on. Yeah. Eternity Parfum. This is a good one you definitely need to get your hands on. I have no idea how that fell. I won't need you for a minute, so you good right there. You just chill, little buddy. That was Wednesday, which brings us to Thursday. Thursday was warming up just a little bit, but still, I wanted to just, the thing about keeping up with this and doing these videos is it makes me reach off into my collection and pull out fragrances that sometimes I forget about. From the House of Mercedes-Benz, it is Mercedes-Benz Silver. Ooh, that's what the levels are on that one. And this is one that you don't hear much talk about. You hear about Club Black, you hear about Cologne, you hear about several of the Mercedes-Benz fragrances. This is one that gets lost in the shuffle. And it's a very unique fragrance. I'm not sure what note that is in there, but it gives me a little bit of a violet leaf type of vibe. And then there's something in there that's a little bit fruity. It is sort of similar to Mercedes-Benz. What is the other one that's in this type bottle? Is it Mercedes-Benz Man that's in this? Very similar bottle to this one, but it's not cologne. It's not as fruity or anything like that. It's not like Dior cologne. But you do get some fruitiness in there. It's a citrus. I like it. I do. Like I said, hint of violet leaf and a hint of fruit. Very nice fragrance. Performed par. I mean, it lasted through the shift, but it wasn't one that was just jumping and projecting off of my skin. But if you get an opportunity to get yourself a sample of Mercedes-Benz Silver or pick this up, you know, at a discount from whether it's a seller on Facebook or somebody on Mercari or just, you know, whatever, I think this is one you may want to give a chance. It smells good. Think some form of citrus mixed with a little bit of violet leaf, and that's what you have here. And it's not a neroli, it's not a bright citrus, it's a very bitter citrus, but it does smell good. From the house of Mercedes-Benz, it is Mercedes-Benz Silver. All right, where am I at now? That was Thursday. That brings us to Friday. Friday, again, it was a little bit cool. I'm trying to think, did I wear a hoodie? I did wear a hoodie. As a matter of fact, Friday, I had my polo hoodie, which is black. I had on black sweats, black socks, black sneakers. So I went with Prada Black. And this is one of my favorite scents. And I must have hit my comforter or something in my room when I was spraying this fragrance on, because my room smelled like this all weekend. And that is not a bad thing. Absolutely love Prada Black. It is one of my favorite fragrances. It's either a hate or love fragrances. I've worn this around females, and I really like that fragrance. It's hard to keep my hands off of you. You smell so good, and I don't particularly care for that one. So, I mean, it just depends. But nonetheless, I like it. And this one is sweet, powdery. Again, maybe I'm reaching for these type of fragrances because I know we're at the end of April. When you see this video, it's going to be the 1st of May. And in Alabama, we don't have many cool days in May. I think it's going to start relatively cool, but within a week, I look for it to be damn near 90 degrees. But anyway, Prada Black, smooth, sophisticated. This is like Chocolate Sinatra or something. I mean, it's just like, you know, just a smooth, sweet, powdery fragrance. And I like it a lot. Prada Black. I picked this up at, believe it or not, Burlington, and was happy to find it. I was out hunting one day and I came upon it and I called Sam, man, I gotta find this Prada Black. Yeah, that's what I wore Friday night. Saturday, as I was lounging around the house the first part of the day, I wore a fragrance. I think this is discontinued. I'm not real sure. But from the house of Davidoff. Just making sure I didn't overlook anything on the box. From the house of Davidoff. It is Cool Water Game. It's Cool Water Game. And this one, this is the uncool water fragrance in the Cool Water house. This and Run Wild are not really like anything else from the house of Cool Water. I like it. I mean, I like it. Game, I don't really get the name of it. I mean, this is a refreshing, watery scent. No, it doesn't have the greenness that you get from a lot of Cool Water flankers. It's not in there at all. But what you get from this one is just a nice, clean, fresh, aquatic, airy, watery fragrance. I really like this. I don't know why this wasn't more popular. I honestly don't. And it's even got this little shape on the back. I'm wondering if that's supposed to be like a swimming pool. I don't know. But that's what I get out of it. It doesn't have a chlorine type of smell, or it doesn't have a Louis Vuitton afternoon swim type of vibe to it, but it definitely has a certain watery edge and aspect to it, and it has a certain freshness to it that I like. Doesn't smell like anything else from the house of Cool Water, or from the line of Cool Water, from the house of Davidoff. It doesn't smell anything like anything else. I think this one is discontinued, and I think it's hard to get because it's so obscure, not because it was so popular and people just go crazy for it, but just because it just wasn't very popular in the first place. So, but nonetheless, I like it, and it's a toilette concentration. But it just says to me, just chill, relax. Again, it's not green and it's not overly aquatic, but it is a little bit watery. Now, let's see if I can get this fragrance that I dropped, because let's see. Use my little stool here. Got him. Now, I had some events to attend to Saturday evening. So my scent of the night, this is one I could not wait to wear, and it is Carolina Herrera Bad Boy Cobalt. And I like it. I liked it when I smelled it. I still like it. I like it after wearing it. It does sit a little closer to the skin than I would prefer it to. I wish it reached out and grabbed you more. But again, not all fragrances do that. And this is one that certainly does it. This is one that sits closer to the skin. You will get some projection out of it and decent longevity, but not the best. It's average on my skin in that ballpark. Now again, I could have totally went nose blind to it. And again, I didn't get any compliments out of this one, but I like it. I like it. I think it's a fresh fragrance, a fresh blue fragrance with some body and some personality. That's the best way to describe this one. Think fresh and blue mixing together, and you have Cobalt by Carolina Herrera. Every time I say Cobalt, I want to say Cobalt Blue. I don't know why, but nonetheless, this is Bad Boy Cobalt, and I like it. That was my scent of the evening Saturday. Now, this is a first impression. I've yet to smell this fragrance, but I love just about everything this house puts out. This was a gift from a dear friend of mine, Mr. Lester Eccles, who is a friend of mine, a sub. He comes in the store. He had called me and I didn't answer. I was on my way to work. He sent me a text, and finally I had to call him back, and he told me that they had this fragrance at Marshall's for $24.99. And I had wanted to try Perry Ellis Dark Red or Deep Red, whichever one it is. And I smelled it and I liked it, but it smelled like a lot of other Perry Ellis Red fragrances that I had. So I did not think that warranted me purchasing a full bottle. That Calvin Klein is smelling really good on my hand. It is so nice. It seems like I smelled this at the mall when it first came out. They had it and the red, and it was a pretty expensive fragrance. I've attempted to buy this one on Mercari, but never could work out a deal with the seller. So to pick it up for $25, I'm excited about. You could probably pick it up a little bit cheaper. Probably if it's at Burlington, it's more than likely going to be around the $19.99 range, but $24.99 is not bad, because this is not an old fragrance at all. Now let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm gonna have to find a spot of skin to put this on, because that cardboard is not doing it any justice. It's just like absorbing it right on in. I can spray it right there. Oh, my back is trying to hurt, guys. Y'all bear with me. Okay. Okay. A little bit of an alcohol twinge right there in the beginning. Excuse me. Okay. Am I blown away? No, I'm not. Does it smell good? Yes. Do I see exactly what Perry Ellis was trying to do with this fragrance? I do. I get it. I get exactly what they were trying to do with this. This is a fresh, woody, aromatic fragrance great for the office, great for that person that doesn't like in-your-face fragrances. You will love this. As it starts to dry down, it's picking up a little bit more body and a little bit more personality. Let me check the name of this one more time. Pure Blue is what this is. Blue is not what grabs me when I smell this fragrance. It is nice. Very subtle. Very soft. This is going to be a soft projecting fragrance. I don't see this one being one that's going to last hours and hours and hours and hours on your skin. I do think it's good. Is it worth the $25? I'm not sure. If you remember, Perry Ellis made another fragrance, which was the first one that I saw them put in this bottle. I think it was called Perry Ellis, I think is what it's called, and it's a see-through bottle like this, but it's kind of frosted, same black top, very similar to that one. And what you have is just a slightly spicy, woody, citrus aromatic. That's what you have with this fragrance. I'm not picking up on a ton of blue in it at all. Nonetheless, I do like it. I do think it's good. Maybe the blue is going to come in later, because the longer it stays on my skin, it is getting a little bit soapy, a little bit shower jelly. And I know if it has a shower gel type of vibe to it, a lot of companies will slap the label blue on it. So maybe that's what they were going for. A shower fresh type of scent. I'll let you know, because I'm going to do some more testing on it. But little surprise for you. There's a new one in the house, in the family. Like, I needed some more fragrances. Perry Ellis. What is it? Pure Blue from the house of Perry Ellis, which, you know, PE is one of my favorite classes. But anyway, thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. If you stuck around to the end of this video, I've got a little surprise for you other than this. If you are interested in getting we'll go 10 mil since it's such a big bottle, 10 mil decant of this, free of charge, on your boy Trey here. Let me know in the comments and I will ship you out a bottle. Only thing you have to do is be subbed. As long as you're subbed, I will ship you out a 10 mil decant. I don't have any right now, but what I'll do is I'll spray directly from this into a decant and I will send it to you. If you're interested in trying this, all you gotta do is let me know and I will draw. I left that part out. There will be a drawing for the winner. And I'm probably gonna do that every week. I'm probably gonna pick one fragrance and offer you either a 5 mil or a 10 mil of it if you would like an opportunity to win that. Just for those who stick around for the videos, I greatly appreciate it, and I want to share some of that love back with you, because again, I was able to purchase a few fragrances this week because of you guys, and I appreciate that. So we're gonna have a lucky winner. You won't get the full bottle, but you'll get either a 5 mil or a 10 mil. Probably gonna do a 10 mil of this since it's such a big bottle. But let me know. All you gotta do is say, hey Trey, I'm interested. Put me down in the drawing, and next week when we do this video, I'll do a drawing and somebody will win a 10 mil decant of Perry Ellis Pure Blue. All right, guys. Yeah, the shower gel is coming in now. I get it. Thank you so much for being the best part of this channel and for sticking around to the end. I greatly appreciate it. I got to get off of here because my back is killing me. I got to edit this video, thumbnail it, and get it out so you guys can see it. I appreciate you all. I love you all, and may God bless you all. And thank you for being the best part of this channel and returning to the scene of the crime. Until next time, guys. Peace.